Working Class Beer Reviews is looking at Four Hands Brewing Company Earmuffs Winter IPA. Four Hands Brewing is based out of St. Louis, Missouri. It's a craft company out here. It's a 16-ounce can. Let's go ahead and pour this. I know nothing of this beer. I've never had it. I got it for cheap at Jugs in Joplin, Missouri. I didn't have a church key, so I used the end of my chef's knife here to improvise. We're redoing our kitchen, and a lot of our stuff's all put up in boxes just to get it out of the kitchen until we get our cabinets installed and get everything going back to install. So I got this pint glass, no fancy beerware, but I got this at Menards for $1, and it's super heavy, just like you get at a restaurant. It's like a true mixing glass, like a pint glass. So I figured this would work. So this is an IPA, 6.5%, I believe is what it said on the can. They do have some stuff on the website under Four Hands Brewing. Is it Four Hands Brewing? Let's see what they say here. Please. Brewed and canned by Four Hands Brewing Company at 1220 South 8th Street in St. Louis, Missouri. Four Hands Brewing Company, I guess fourhandsbrewing.com. But if you go under their seasonal, it'll have this beer. And it gives you a couple different types of hops. Doesn't give you anything about the malt. And yeah, 6.5%. Obviously so this is just around your standard IPA, maybe between, just above, a little stronger than a standard IPA. Sorry, it's kind of dim in here. It's real cloudy outside. I didn't want to do it outside. But I got this beer for super cheap. I don't even have a price per se, because I was able to get an allotment of beers for a standard price, probably because it's past date. Let's see if it has a date on the bottom. 24, it's got 3 different numbers on top, 24, 284, 33, and then it has 15:41. That sounds like a time, so that's probably 3:41 in the afternoon, like military type time. So the 24, 284, 33, I'm not sure. So 24, I'm guessing, is the year, so this may be like a year past date for all I know. But being 6.5% and in a can may not be that big of a deal. This is one of those like stick-on labels. If I thought the label's just got like a snowy forest trail. So Earmuffs Winter. Winter time is not actually when you usually think of IPAs. It's more of a warmer weather beer. In the winter time, you think of your stouts and your porters and your amber ales and things like that. Your more maltier, darker beers. So got a light up here. This is my kind of bonus room. Right behind the camera, there's actually a pool table that when we bought this house, the people that sold it to us just left the pool table. They didn't want to mess with moving it, so we kind of inherited it. So totally cool with that. It's not necessarily like hazy, but it's not clear. It's fine, a fine haze. Light straw though. It's like not golden at all. Not normal what you see with an IPA. Got a little bit of a head there. Given its age, it doesn't surprise me that it's kind of faded, but still got aroma. It said something on the website about citrus and melon, and I can kind of get that, and that could be the power of suggestion. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting. It's kind of a citrus and a melon type flavor to it. Not much beyond that. Not much as far as malt. So let's give it a sip and just see what we can get from it. A little bit of like maltiness of an aged IPA, like something that sat for a while. So what happens when an IPA sits, the bitterness goes down. Like you can still taste the hoppiness, but it's not like very pronounced and strong. And it gets a little sweeter, a little maltier over time as it sits, which is as it was designed to do. If you've seen any of my IPA videos, I can go over this every time if you wanted me to, but the whole point of an IPA was to preserve it for long distance trips, so like a year long, you know, around the coast of, from England to India, around the tip of Africa, in barrels typically, and they would hop the crap out of it because hops act as a preservative to keep the beer from spoiling. So by the time it got there, it may have had some bit of a malt or a hop character to it, but it probably had subdued over time. Whereas if you drink it fresh in England, it was like, whoa, probably much more like what a West Coast IPA in the United States would be like. There's a little bit of a burp for you. I mean, yeah, it's good. It tastes. If you're an IPA person, if this is fresh, it'd probably be a lot different. Given its age, though, the quality's still good. I have no problem with it. I think it came in a 4-pack. So like those little plastic snap tops, like the snap rings. Not like the little stretchy ones, you like the 6-ring packs, but it's like the little hard plastic ones. You probably know what I'm talking about. That's what it came in. I'm imagining 4-pack of this is probably like $9-10 for a craft beer in a pint can, 16 ounce. That's unfortunately the going rate. But for the price I got it at, which is pennies on that, yeah, I'd say it's working class. It's definitely, it's, you know, it's late November, getting ready in December. Still, well, it's cooled off today. Normally by now, some people may have experienced snow in the past. That's happened. Not in the past few years. Bit of a heat cycle that we're going through. Some people might call it global warming. I think there's part of that happening, but part of it is just Earth's natural cycle. But I think it is manipulated by man-made involvement. And I don't think it's necessarily of the common people. I think it's more of a, without going into conspiracy territory, like a coerced involvement by people of certain intent, maybe trying to manipulate things to happen. Or it could just be destruction of the earth by large corporations, not just worldwide, that really don't care. You know, yeah, I think that does have have an effect on, you know, the earth's atmosphere and weather patterns and stuff like that. So I'm not going to discount that at all. But enough of that tangent. No one wants to hear about that because I don't. This is based off of my gumption, not of any sort of facts I have in front of me. You know, just by the things I see. You know, just a normal guy. That's all I am. Yeah, I enjoy it. Like I said, because of the way it's past this date, it's much more maltier than it probably was originally. It probably was a lot, you know, I don't know about brighter, but a lot hoppier to begin with. But I'm glad it did its job. You know, the hops did its job by preserving it. It still, you know, tastes fresh. It doesn't taste old. It doesn't taste stale. You ever had a beer that kind of tastes like, where it gets that kind of cardboard taste to it? That's when you know that it's got some genuine age on it. You know, like if you had some beer that was like 5 years old and it was only like 4 or 5%, like a regular standard lager or light lager, and even if you were to chill it and open it, and let's say it wasn't even like, it was like in a basement where it stayed at a steady temperature, it would still probably it probably wouldn't taste great. It'd taste old. It'd taste stale. You'd be surprised if it even had carbonation in it, because the pasteurization, typically, you know, the carbonation only lasts so long after that point. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think I've done a couple of forehands on my channel. I see them, and it's more I get them based off price. Of course, I always love to support local breweries and brands, and you know, St. Louis, Missouri, obviously is going to rival AB InBev, Anheuser-Busch. I know there's Urban Chestnut. I can't remember if that's out of St. Louis or Springfield. I know Mother's Brewing is out of Springfield. Then you got Boulevard Brewing in Kansas City, which is now owned by Duvel, or partially combined, whatever, absorbed by Duvel. KC Beer Company, which I've done some of theirs. I need to get some more of their stuff. I do enjoy their beers. But yeah, this is good. I haven't had anything bad from Four Hands. I doubt I will. I'm sure the only thing they ever put out is of good quality, even at a past date. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you ever had anything from Four Hands Brewing Company, especially if you've had this Earmuffs Winter IPA, let me know in the comments. I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you guys later.